And what's up, everybody? It's me, Izzy. Welcome to the Izzyverse. If this is the first time you're watching, thank you for watching. If you are watching from another stream, which we're doing multi-streaming, you're about to see a different show than you normally do, but it's because we do have some guests here. So we got to welcome to the party a couple of guys. And throughout the show, we're expecting for a few people to be bouncing in and out. So it is quite possible you will see some more people jump in. But in the meantime, let's welcome to the party.
Welcome to the party, pal.
That's right.
Hey.
What's going on? We got Collecting with Durs, and don't let the IG fool you. It's Big Lion Cat, baby. What's going on, guys? How you guys feeling so far?
Good. Fatigued, but good. I have another 2 days off of work, so I don't go back till Thursday. So I'm just relaxing, trying to catch up on everything, and just get back to the real world.
Yeah, right. How about you?
Man, I just got home around 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I have to go to work tomorrow. Yeah.
I went to work today, so I went to work
really?
today. Yeah, here. This is work, home.
Okay.
It's a hybrid schedule, so I got a chance to work from home, so that's a cool thing. Let's go say what's up to the guys in the chat before we start talking about Heroes Con. And take a while, guess who kicked it off?
Let's Scrooge this.
Yep, with a nice good morning. Also came back with a hooray. We got Evils Comics, Mike. Mike, you know you can jump in, right? Because I know you were present.
Cheers, brother.
All right. Here's another good guy that we met over the weekend. Vlogs 18, my boy, my man. We were so happy to get him in. He got himself inside. He was like, I'm getting in on Friday. And he came in. He was ecstatic. He was so excited. Did you get to see his pictures?
Yeah.
Oh man, his pictures were awesome. He had the same face in every single one. It was just like a copy paste, man. It was awesome.
He was cheesing, man. He was on cloud nine, man.
I love that dude. I love that kid.
Yeah, same.
All right. Also, woohoo! All right. Phil's Treehouse. Who else likes turtles? Anybody like turtles? Right. Yeah. Well, I do.
Right here.
I did get some information about turtles over the weekend, though. So it turns out I was talking to CGC, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. But since the mention of turtles is here, they are going to do a CGC turtle label. It's gonna happen. What it is, I don't know, but there's gonna be a turtles label coming soon. So that's gonna be a banger, right? So still some good seats down front, yeah, right. And we got Heroes Were Born comics. That's one of your guys, isn't it? Right, Big Line?
Yeah, he's all from New York.
There he is, Big Line Cat, right there.
Hey.
And we got a channel member, Larry Green Machine. What's up?
Larry.
From Pennsylvania. Woohoo! With 646. That's local, baby.
646 actually the area code for New York.
Yeah, that's in New York.
So.
Yep. Chop and Drop is also in the house. What's going on, Chop? All right, we got a few things going on there. And there goes Dirts. He's putting up that live stream there.
Yep.
See what else. See Woodrow 19. Hey yo, got that. Hey yo.
Hey yo, you stay.
Hey yo, man. All right. DJ Wise, we got another DJ in the house.
What's up, Wise?
What's up, Wise? Let's see here. Steve White is also in the house. What's up, Steve? I wish Steve would have made it, man, but he didn't make it. Here's someone that was awesome at the show. Ben Parker in the house.
Still down there.
Yo, Ben, jump on in, man. If you got a minute, man, I send the link out. So jump on in. We could chat some more here, man. This is open. This is an open source for anybody that went to the show. So we got that there. Hope those Make Heroes had an awesome time. Definitely looks that way. Yeah, it was insane. Thanks, it was definitely insane, man. That's right. Yep. So we got DVH. Also in the house. What's up, DVH? I'm sure there's going to be a lot of good things there for you. All right. And let's see who else. We got Lettuce Comics. Lettuce Comics was awesome.
What's up, Lettuce?
Lettuce was doing some good stuff too. So
I missed him, man. He was there too, but I didn't get the chance to see him.
Yeah,
Was it?
same here.
Oh, I didn't see it. I don't think about
What's
that.
up, Tate?
Tate Prime, what's up, Tate?
Hey,
Yeah, we got a happening chat going on here. AR aggressively relaxing.
Hey,
Uh oh. We got somebody. We got somebody here.
knock
Somebody
on the
just joined us.
door, knock on the door.
You know.
Hello?
You know. Should we let him in?
Who is
You
it?
know, he's taking up table space anyway, so why not? Nobbin in the house.
Hey,
It's the word.
my man.
Hey!
My man.
Where you guys from?
The worm is in the house. What's up, Nobbin? How you doing, my man?
That's CJ's best friend. Get it right. That's CJ's best friend.
Yeah.
CJ's best friend.
CJ's best friend.
Nobbin, how you feeling so far?
I'm tired. I even did live stream yesterday.
I saw that. I saw that. All right, that was crazy.
I'm just trying to catch up.
And he freezes.
Awesome show, wasn't it?
Okay, what was that?
Yeah, it was phenomenal.
That was an awesome show. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, we
Yes.
hear you.
All right. So, what else we got going on? We got Anthony Melendez. What's up, Anthony?
That's actually see comic art's great.
Awesome. And talking about a guy who was awesome during the week. Austin, man, if you got a moment, man, jump on in on that stream. Go say what's up, man.
Oh,
Dude, we did some collaborations with Austin too. That was some stuff. I'll show off a little bit of that stuff later. Let's see. Anybody else? We got Scotty Vaughn in the house. He's gonna have a great show today as well. And oh, look at this one. Hialeah Comics, bro. What's
Yeah.
up?
Colossus and that Namin. Okay, I got you, Hialeah. I got you.
And Kelly Comics is also jumping in.
What's up, Callie?
Oh, cool stuff. All right. Well, as the stream's going up, we got let's first we're gonna go around and we're gonna start with Durst. Something about the con that you actually enjoy. Keep it nice and short so we can all do it, and then we'll start talking about what we got from our polls as people start trickling in. So go ahead, Durst.
Actually enjoy like what did I actually enjoy?
Yeah. What was the cool thing about the show to this year?
Besides everything? Honestly, it was my first time in my YouTube career experiencing press pass. So that was cool to see all that for the first time and be able to get in there early, film some setup, hang out with some of the creators.
Mhm.
So that was probably my favorite part. But like I said, man, just everything.
Yeah,
Everything hands out.
you finally became press.
Yeah, man, I popped my cherry, popped the press cherry, bro.
We got that. They got that press pass right here. I got it right there, and stuff.
Sure.
And nice little wherever that little bracelet.
Dude,
was.
honestly, man, I like the VIP. Shout out to the VIP badges, man. They were big, meaty ones. I like those ones. I did like those.
Yeah, that was cool. Oh, there you go. There goes Donovan.
I dig that one more. I do dig that one more.
Yeah, it was. We got the adventurous Joe in the house. What's up, Joe?
What's up, what's up?
All right. So what about you, Big Line? You tell me.
well, I didn't have the press pass like you people. I had the 3-day small pass, but I enjoyed myself. I think this is my third year in a row at Heroes Con, and I mean, it just blew me away. Not just the con, but this time the YouTube people were in droves. It was insane, nonstop, all 3 days. Action, having fun. I don't think about 1 minute I wasn't having fun there.
Yeah.
It was so exciting just being at the con, but the crowd of people talking to everybody, having a good time. It was ecstatic. It was just crazy. Everybody said the same thing over and over again. Everybody had a great time. So
Awesome.
next time, hopefully, man, everybody's already talking about next year. Oh man.
Yeah, I was actually looking at hotels and stuff like that. Now it's obviously too early right
Guys,
now.
way too early, yeah, because you got.
But it was just to see what was out there and already pricing structures of that weekend, just to be cautious about it, because I'm actually thinking to myself doing some kind of Airbnb and stuff like that, where we could maybe a couple of us get together and we could just share the time while at the same time being nearby. That was one of the downfalls I ended up having, unfortunately. In the house, it's Joffrey Castro. What's going on? Southern Comic Geek, my boy. Oh, it was awesome hanging out with him. So, Namin, it's your turn, man. What was your What was one of the highlights of your weekend this weekend? Hanging out.
This is really crazy because this is first time where my forgetfulness helped me out.
And what's that?
I forgot to purchase the ticket, and I thought I purchased it and I confirmed it, but it was from 2023 tickets that I got. So I'm like, Jesus. So I'm heading to buying ticket, and Digger Jim find me, and I told Digger Jim about it, and he goes, "Hold on there, bud," and he went to David Powell, because Dave Powell had 2 tickets. Dave Powell from, the shout out to still 35, only 35 cents.
Hey.
Nice.
He bought 2 tickets of these, a VIP pass, and he let me have $400. And so I got me a VIP pass for $100.
Wow.
He got rid of his 2 tickets.
That is so cool.
That's perfect.
So speaking about only 35 cents.
So by the way, now I'm a white guy, so I could join you guys as a white guy. I don't have
the
to
VIPs were personalized with the names.
That's what I
too?
do.
Yeah.
That's what I do now. Dave Powell.
Oh yeah, I'm way jealous about the VIP pass badges now.
Yeah, now I'm gonna be a VIP. I don't want to be a press anymore. Well, speaking about 35 cents.
Hey everyone, still only 35 cent here. Sorry I can't be with you. I'm on a plane back to Australia, starting the journey back now. Wanted to say a big, huge thank you to the entire crew for making this weekend the best con ever. It was absolute pleasure hanging out with you all. Can't wait till next year, and I certainly can't wait for the more live streams. Love the show, love the artists and the creators here, love the comic books, but most importantly, loved all of you. So thanks a lot for making this weekend really special. I'll see you all soon. Thanks again.
Yeah, man. He was awesome, man. Because
don't we look alike, man? Don't we, Dave and I? We look like the twins, right?
Yeah.
Let me just put you there. Show that again.
If he had glasses, on, it'd be hard to see.
Yeah, we're twins. I mean,
oh my goodness. So let's go ahead. We're gonna go talk a little bit about some of the things that we absolutely love. Absolute legend right there, obviously. Seriously, I picked up some really cool stuff. So, if you guys have stuff that you picked up, go ahead. You're welcome to share it. I got some comics. I got some blanks. I got coins. I got graded a couple of times. I did get some slabs as well. At the same time, I even picked up books that I send out because I wasn't doing the CGC pick up and go. I don't know about you guys. I just felt like it didn't make much sense when you take a bulk of comics and then you have to pay for each individual one. I didn't like that. So I figured send them all out. It's no rush. I got no rush. In fact, it'd probably be safer being shipped back home anyway. And the way I looked at it with the way my luggage bag was going.
Right.
But overall, man, all the good stuff. So you guys, if you guys want to share a lot. Anybody wants to share? Who wants to start it off?
I'll go. I'll
go. All right.
Yeah,
so you
I'll lead us off. I'll lead us off.
Right, so let's get Dirts back in there.
So I'm not going to show every single individual thing. I'll leave a couple things out, for my channel. But I'm gonna,
You're on your channel, don't you? Got your channel live?
Well, yeah. But you gotta have a proper haul video. So if you want to see the proper haul video with all the stories attached, stay tuned for that. But I'll show some of the cooler stuff up. I had a new logo change recently, and Nama knows him. Dan Nealinger, Art in Motion. I met him last year at Heroes Con and formed a great bond with the dude, great friendship. Talked to him like once or twice a week, all the time behind the scenes. And he recently did my logo. And when I showed up to his booth, he actually had like the full, like on the white, whatever pastel paper you guys call it, with the logo.
Look at that. Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's all hand painted. That took 3 days to dry, all that red.
Mm.
So that's the hand painted one. And then here's another like concept one we did. And then here's one with like the graffiti spray on it.
That's awesome.
So I thought that was super meaningful to me. We're just gonna start off with the prints, I guess, because those are kind of my favorite. I was big time hyped to find this dude. This is I think his name was DJ Space _art, and and he was actually one of the Spawnuary winners. So I was walking around filming, just kind of doing my thing, and I saw like the cover from the Spawnuary thing. I was like, oh my god! I started talking to this dude for a while, and he does wild. Do you guys remember
Wow.
Do you guys remember like Scary Stories I used to tell in the dark, like that
Yeah,
kind
I
of
do
artwork?
remember
So that's the kind of artwork. Like, look at this Ghost Rider he did.
That's sweet, man.
Oh wow.
So there's the Ghost Rider, and here's one of the Spawn covers.
Mhm.
Let me see if I can get that to focus a little bit better. Is it going to focus? No. Probably not.
Yeah, it's a
But
little
anyways,
it's a little hard to see it, but it's
Right.
still what we see. It looks great.
here was the VIP. Shout out to Mike. He gave me one of the VIP prints because he didn't want to carry it back. This was
Those prints were the same way, man, because of the size of the prints. Like
Uh-huh.
it becomes challenging, man. to carry
Right. And I drove, so I was cool. But this is from art by Michelle Overholtz, and I've seen her. A couple people in the community talk about her a couple times. But I got this gorgeous Master Chief, dude.
That
Love
is-
this one.
Look at that.
And she actually had a piece in the art auction as well. And then last minute, I didn't even know he was coming. So shout out to DJ, shout out to the C3 booth, shout out to Legion and Rob. It was incredible seeing them boys at the C3 booth. I got a bunch of footage from them as well. But they actually had Zavala, Martin Zavala coming. He did airbrushing. He did an airbrush Ghost Rider, which was phenomenal. But I talked to him for like, dude, I was talking to this dude for like 45 minutes or an hour, talking to him forever. And I picked up a couple prints from him, got this Anakin.
Oh wow.
And dude, he does he's like the top airbrush guy in the game right now. And
Yeah.
like, has a great signature on that one.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna sit
No,
these
you
down
got to
here.
see his work, man.
And then
Yeah,
I got
Mike, come on in, man. We'll be here for a little bit.
I got the Biggie Venom to match.
Mhm.
Just off, yeah, you can see it right here, right there, the Biggie Spawn back there. And then my girl's a big Nightmare Before Christmas one. She's
Nice. You got Jack Skellington and the kid. Beautiful.
And dude, he's so cool. I love the dude. Big fan of his artwork. And then how I found out about him, actually, like I said, was just a few months ago with the Spawnuary stuff. And he did this gunslinger, and I picked up the actual gunslinger, but it's going to be hard to tell. But this is all glittered out, and he did this blood splatter signature on it, blue on the paint pen and everything. So, and he was, like I said, he was an incredible dude. And then as I was leaving, he caught me at the C3 booth, and then he was like, hang on, dude, I got something for you. Ran back to his booth and then ran back and gave me the Spawn art card. And it's actually the artist one from SpawnCon last year, the one of 250.
Mhm.
And next time I see him, I'm definitely going to get something on that.
That's awesome.
Shout out to Nayman and Dan.
The comic worm.
Let me see if I can get that to focus. That needs to focus better. They
Yeah,
collabed.
it's the reflection from the card, from the
There we go.
plastic.
There we go. So
Yeah.
got Nayman in his interview. He got this done, collabed with Dan. So absolutely legendary. And then me and my girl, they were doing CGC was doing the golden egg things or whatever, and they were posting hints on their story. One of the hints was John Jang's print, so we ran over there and found it. And then the other one was a comic on like a black metal backer. And there was only like two or three booths in the entire con that had black racks instead of white. So we both found the golden eggs, and she got this Gem Mint 10 Loki.
What?
Look at that.
Yeah, and then I got the Rose Beach. I should have got the signed on the front because she was there. I forgot all about it. I got the Cosmic Ghost Rider 9.5.
Look at
Yeah.
that.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, these
well
are cool.
speaking of cosmic people, we got ourselves Southern Comic Geek right there. That's
Oh,
cosmic
what's up,
as
brother?
it goes, man. Look at him. He's all.
And
What's
then-
going on, my man?
What's going on, folks?
How you doing?
It's like
man.
I ain't seen y'all in
How
a
you
while.
doing?
Yeah.
Right, I was gonna say just a couple hours, right?
I know, right?
just been a few, man. Wow, that's a great haul, man. And you sure you didn't show everything?
Dude, that was just prints. I didn't even get to the good stuff. I didn't even get to the good
Oh,
stuff.
so you gotta hold on to the good stuff. That's how it is.
No, I was gonna you minimized me, man.
Yeah. Well, let's get you back up, man. Let's get back.
you minimized me. You
There you go.
minimized me.
Sorry,
Anytime
I'll
you go to
make you big.
anytime you go to a con, you go to the best toy company in the game. next to Todd McFarlane. That's 4 Horsemen, Mythic Legions. This is like $150, $200 guy on the aftermarket.
Yeah.
Got him for $50. Genie, baby. Genie
Speaking
in a
of 4
bottle.
Horsemen, Arn Anderson. Shout out to Arn Anderson. I gave him the 4 Horsemen logo. He gave it back, man. That's acknowledgement.
Yeah.
I saw him. I saw Arn Anderson.
Yeah, did you get the 4?
No, I didn't see.
I did it.
barely
I got
saw
the 4 back. I didn't get to record it, unfortunately.
it.
Yeah, but
Todd
that was
McFarlane
awesome.
autograph. Shout out to Beckerman. Shout out to Marcus for flying with this thing and keeping this baby safe. So that's
Sweet.
the
Good stuff.
first McFarlane in the thing. So we'll just get to the meat and potatoes, man. Comic Screen Cancer.
There you
Art
go.
booth. I think I'm only missing like the couple people that didn't go to the con.
Yeah, like Ignacio.
Yeah, got pretty much everybody to sign it. Got all that. We'll go quick, baby.
If you're missing anything, Naaman has like 300 copies now.
Does he? I was gonna say they're definitely still out there. So if you want to check them out, I know Austin signed a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, they were all Naamans.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I got my signature, everybody's signature that I could get. So 10 of
Got the
them.
Matt Wilson signature on the Unnatural Order. Got everybody. Got this was really special to me. Got the whole Illuminati crew on this
Yeah,
one,
that's a cool one.
plus Javon Jordan. As
Yeah,
well.
I saw that. I saw it when you went to Javon's.
Mm-hmm.
That was
so
pretty
I
cool.
got the holy everything. And then you know me, man. I did the Spawn cover last year with the sketch cover. This year I didn't want to do a Spawn. I'm really loving the Ghost Machine. So here's your first look at the community sketch cover from this year.
Look at that. Still
Izzy.
35 cents, man. Look at how awesome that was.
Yeah, we got Izzy up here. We got Drac, still 35 cents. We got everybody on there.
Drax
So-
piece is really nice.
I see myself in the corner.
And then we're gonna get to we'll just go real quick. Shout out to Mark, Junkyard Joe. Shout out to Alan. Finally got this one.
Mhm.
Finally got these Extremity. And then
What's up,
three
Veteran?
books. So I bought 3 books.
Ryan,
Three books.
you just got 3 books.
Yeah, I bought
Just
3
3
books.
All that, just 3 books.
Well, I'm saying the 3 individual comics I bought were 2 Wizard magazines for $1.
Okay.
Got the Spawn.
Okay.
Got the Spawn one.
Yep, I got both of those. I got the whole collection. You
And
picked
I
that up.
finally did it.
Fine.
You
finally did
pulled the
it.
trigger on the Godzilla. That nice one.
Got it for $50. It says 80. Got it for 50.
Oh no, no
It's
one
a-
got the price tag. Whatever price tag's
It's,
on the one, you got it on it.
And she's clean. And
Yeah.
we'll save the big boys for later. We're not going to show all these off, but
Some Jenny.
I had to see my girl. So had to see her finish this one, the trifecta.
We got
Got
Strange
all
Comics. What's up?
of them, triple signed. Hyped to see these dudes there because I was missing this issue, and they
Mhm.
even hit the little genie remark on there.
Yeah.
Charles Brown. Jang. I was hanging out with on the Jang booth all weekend, doing my thing, doing my Jang thing.
Yang was like, "Who's this weirdo, man?"
He was. But at least calls me a homie. So one of the goals was to get both of these signed by D-Dubs.
Wow.
So
I didn't get
those.
that D-Dub sign, man. I missed out.
Got that. I brought the Sean Fournet sketch cover to have him sign. So now it's signed by both. I talked to this dude for like a half hour as well. Hyber, the French artist that did these spawns.
Yeah.
Talked to him and his wife for like a half hour, 45 minutes. Did a whole interview with those guys and everything. Wow. Javon Jordan. Scotty Young, shout out to Chris. Didn't get to meet him, but
And
still got
that
his
book,
signature.
that book's hot. It's actually a trending book right now. That one.
Yeah, picked that one up. Picked up, got to meet Brett Parson. Shout out to Grommets, the artist for Grommets. So was hyped for that. I'm going to tell this. I'm going to tell it right here. Simon Beasley, you are the strangest individual I ever had. And I'm going to tell it now, man. I filmed the interaction with him and everything. And after I was done filming, he's like, hey, he pulled me to the side after he signed 2 more books. He's like, hey, I'm gonna need you to delete that first part. And I was like, what do you mean? And he's like, the part where I called her baby, because he had like an assistant with him, and he was like, hey baby. So either I don't think she was underage, but I'm almost 100% sure that wasn't his wife. So
So you just shouting it out right now, so let the world know.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care, man. You shouldn't be that awkward of an individual. You're at a comic convention, Simon Beasley. Do better, bro. Everybody's filming you. If it's not going to be on my channel, it's going to be on somebody else's.
That guy who ruined my life.
Chris Capana, such a sweetheart, man.
Oh, that.
Chrissy Zulu.
Oh, Chrissy Zulu, yeah.
She's so nice. And then let's just finish it off strong. Let's just finish it off strong.
Not who did that piece?
Cameron Johnson. He's
a great violator.
He's got a cover coming out for Destro, the Destro issue 1, and he does covers for TMNT. So got that. And then shout out to my man Dan. Got the Venom to match with the one last year with the little spawn corner box. And then this is it. This was the grail piece of my collection now. The one book I went for. Double remarked, double signed, Danny Warren Johnson,
Wow.
John Jang.
Wow.
Nice.
Danny Warren Johnson hit his first, and then Jang, he just took the book back. He took mine and a few other people's books back that he was doing remarks on so he could take his time. But
NDA
boom.
blown.
Yeah, I didn't sign anything, so boom. You're in a comic convention, man. You should understand you're gonna be filmed, bro.
All right.
Everybody's filming you.
All right, next up, what we got?
All right. Well, I was multitasking because I was also working at the con doing the witnessing. So I was like all over the place. So I did find some books, and I did get some signed books, but those signed books are on their way to CGC to get graded. So
Same here.
until those books come back, you'll see what I got. So first of all, I want to shout out to Rob, Legion of Comics, and DJ Links for the great work they did at the booth. What they do for cancer. So I picked up 2 books out of that 2 for $1 they had. So I picked up the Joker, The Man Who Stopped Laughing, #1. And
That book, man, I don't know who read it, but those covers were insane.
this is just great. Look at that. Like the blade to his throat. It's like he got two color eyes at you. I mean, it was just crazy. He couldn't beat, he couldn't beat the price and stuff. So digging around, and if you guys don't know, me and Jigs are usually doing a channel collecting all these, Thundercat variant books. So I found some, and I figured, they didn't have any, but they did have some I didn't have. So I got the trade dress #2 here, which is the foil. Then I got some Rob Liefeld. That's the trade dress. And I did find the Virgin.
That's a really good one.
With it.
That one came out really good.
Not only that, I did find the black and white one.
And
To go with that, and the Virgin of the black and white one that went with that.
all 4.
Yep. Then I found the black and white one of this here. I was like, this is a one booth. I was like, and this is like all the 1 in 10s and stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever you do, Big Lion Cat, don't open that book. Don't look inside that book because it
Don't
doesn't
read
match the cover.
Oh, yeah. There you go. I got the Virgin also with that.
Covers for that.
This is a dope 1 in 15 book foil cover. I was like,
Nice.
It just pulled me out. If
That
you
is
really
fire.
look close, you see the cat flay in the background there.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my God. Now this was just insane. I wish I found this one. I was like, look at this.
Ooh,
That's just
that's dope.
that is crazy.
Floating head, man. It
Yeah,
looks-
it's like, ooh.
That's fire.
you know what I'm saying? What cracks me up about the floating head? It has a shadow underneath,
Yeah.
I mean, that's what a floating head.
right? It's like they put him on the wall. It's like poor Lino, man.
So, if you guys don't know, I'm also trying to finish Iron Man Volume 1 through 332 issues. I try to get every issue. So I found a couple of more. I found 331
Cool.
and I found 319. So
That was
books
a
which are-
banger right there.
Yeah. That's just crazy. It's so hard to find the last issue numbers.
Yeah, it's
A lot of these
that's
little
usually the
boxes,
case
they'll
though.
be like 200, then that's
Yeah.
the they go. Then I found some more fill-ins. Amazing Spider-Man, another issue that I try to get variants. I try to finish. This is like a second printing. I think this is volume 5.
Yeah.
They're up to volume 6,
Mhm.
and this is Stormbreaker. This is also believe either volume 5 or volume 6. I know it's one of the two.
With
But I think
Venom Kid
Yeah.
Venom, that's the name.
No, this is it's Amazing Spider-Man Run.
No, I'm saying the cover's Kid Venom, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah, that's what I meant.
and then I had found this one, another one, Stormbreaker issue.
Those Stonebreaker books, man. A lot of
Yeah.
people don't talk about them, but they're so
No.
good. Those covers.
So walking around, kept looking around. I saw a booth, I believe on the second day on Saturday. So I was like, I says, it was late. So I says, I'll hit him up tomorrow. And I was looking at some other booths. While I was digging in a box, I heard a guy come by asking this guy in the booth and said, listen, do you have any Battle of the Planet books? The guy said, nah, he doesn't have any. I'm like, oh man, I remember the booth that I saw. I said, I better get over there, see if I can grab those books because I collect them. So
Yeah.
So I figured he only had one book when I saw on the shelf, but it was more than behind there. So I picked this up.
Oh,
Yeah.
Issue number.
Battle of the Planets, baby. The gotcha,
Nice.
man. You got him.
But like I said, I only thought it was one issue, but no, he had a couple.
yeah, yeah,
Had
yeah,
issue number 3,
Those are bangers right there.
number 4.
nice.
I can't. You know what? I can't wait till they finally make a live action of them.
Number
They
6,
did make a live action of them.
I didn't. I don't remember it.
and I did get the last issue. The last issue was number 10.
They,
So cool.
I was like, yeah. Then I got some Amazing Spider-Man Annual. I found number 20.
Hmm.
I always
I
try
think
to
it was a Japanese-made movie though.
Yeah, it's probably what I'm sure it was.
Spider-Man 23. I had to pick this up if I come across this classic cover. Amazing Spider-Man 161, Jigsaw's cameo with Nightcrawler on the cover.
Yeah.
That's just awesome stuff right here. Oh, this was another one. Amazing Spider-Man 175 with Punisher on the cover.
Don't you just love the way Punisher's hair was back then? You know what I mean? It's like Eddie Munster became the Punisher.
I believe this is the way you can tell by the diamond shape and the
Yeah.
bottom. Picked up Peter Parker's Spectacular 107, First Sin Eater.
Mhm.
Nice.
I like that cover.
Then this is when I went deep digging. I've been looking for books to fill in my Avengers run, and man, did I find some doozies in great condition.
Nice.
Spider-Man number 66.
First Adamantium mentioned.
Yes. Classic cover. Avengers 72.
We got someone about to jump on in. Got to make sure we got that camera up and running. Our boy Evil Mike just made it.
What's up, Evil Mike?
What's up, guys?
Avengers 84. The couple
Nice.
on the corner there.
Mhm.
Oh, Adam's cover. Avengers 92.
Ooh, I like. Oh, I've been looking for that one.
Oh man, that means I've been looking for these for a long time. Avengers 96.
Yeah.
Oh man, you have no idea. Avengers 103.
Mm,
Oh,
mm.
killer.
Sounds to me like you're trying to make an Avengers run there.
Yeah,
Mhm,
Avengers
mhm.
105.
Mm-hmm.
Avengers 111. Black Widow joins the Avengers.
Nice.
Nice.
Classic cover. And the last one, Avengers 112. First Mantis.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It is so hard to find these books.
Mhm.
And I've been looking every con, and I finally found a booth that he had decent shape, decent price. I was like,
Yeah.
I'm taking them. I'm taking them.
Yeah. That's how I was, man. I went to one booth on Thursday. Some guys were actually selling already. So I went to the very first booth I went. There was a book. I'm not going to say which book it is right now. There was a book that I was just looking at, and I'm like, let me think about it. Right? Because it's the first booth, right? You usually be like, okay, let me think about it. Because if that's the price he's giving, then maybe someone else is giving it a better price, right? So then I'm thinking about it. I walk away, and then I come back. Not even 5 minutes. I come back and I say, okay, you know what? Let me buy it. And he's like, I just sold it. I'm like, "Ugh."
Yep.
You know what I mean? It was just like that. So that's that, man. Great stuff, man. Great stuff there. All right, Naman, your turn, baby. What you got for us?
Let's see. First of all, I was sitting right next to Dan.
The man.
I got him a book, Mad Max, blank cover, and by the way, I didn't get too many books. I got quite a bit of books, but I didn't get too many.
You were too busy tabling, from what I saw. I remember that.
You know what's the term called? What is the term called? Faking it until you make it. Is that what?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I act like I was an artist at the.
You are an artist.
And I just I was faking it. And I squatted on that table and I just started drawing stuff, and then I got to collaborate with Does mentioned. I got to collaborate with the Dan. That was an awesome time.
Fire.
And here's some of the cards I made. Oh, by the way, I was wondering who I owe the Thundercats to, but I think I figured it out in this video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Thundercats is somebody in this panel. If you guys don't know,
But
Anyway,
it was funny, Namin. Namin, going back a little bit. So I'm walking the show, and I see Jim Starlin. Jim Starlin happens to be one of my favorite creators because of course, Adam Warlock. And I'm walking down, and then I'm looking at a table right next to, because you were right next to Jim Starlin, and all I see is Namin sitting on the table like he's one of the guest artists. And the best part about it is, as he's sitting at the table, he also has the flyer that says cash only. Which had just left me there, and he just stood. You're like, oh, I guess Namin's a table. So not only did you get your VIP pass, you then became a guest in the show.
He had his own table. That was actually my favorite table at the whole con.
Those guys.
Well, besides the C3 booth, but
we had more people on my table than there was on a Jim Starlin's table at one time.
yeah, when I went to go see Namin, like Jim Starlin had just set up. That was on Friday, right?
Yeah.
And like when he was setting up, Namin had like all of us over at his table. So his art rep, Jim Starlin's art rep, had walked over, and they were like, "What's going on over here? Who is this?" And I was like, "Oh, it's a bunch of YouTubers and stuff." And they were like, "Oh, that guy's famous." When I said that, Jim Starlin had walked over, and he sat there and listened to Namin. And it was when Namin was interviewing. Who were you interviewing on Friday? You were interviewing somebody, but they were more interested in what you were doing than what they were doing. Jim Starlin was all wowed that he had a bigger crowd than him.
Yeah. It was crazy, man. It was crazy.
I was able to produce at the.
I saw the gambit. Cool, I love that gambit.
Yeah, the gambit was good. All of it.
You got Marcus in the house.
Go to the guy who interviewed me. So.
Well, speaking of people that were at the show, Metarod!
What's up, Roger?
Metarod.
I figure I had to come on here to balance Namin and make sure that he's truthful and doesn't skew the reality of what's happening there.
Hey, I admitted that I squatted the table.
Make it so you break it. That's pretty much his theme right there. We got Beckerman. Yeah, he is a pretty big deal. Like Namin,
yeah, he was.
Namin's the man. The comic book worm. He said it all.
Who ordered the Punisher? I don't remember who ordered the Punisher.
You should have wrote all that down. Did you ever find who was the White Rabbit?
Dry.
Guess who this is?
Wrote the name down on the back of the cards.
That's easy. Okay. Yeah, see, you should have wrote it on the back of the card. Listen to Dirk.
Yeah, Namin don't even remember what happened Friday night. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that was just hilarious, man. I'm still on it. I'm literally walking by, looking at all the artists, and then I'm just passing by. There he is. There's Namin with his cash only sign.
Yeah,
just doing sketches, and no one said anything. That's the best part. It just
the whole con. He was there all the way till Sunday.
All 3 days. So.
All he needed was put out stuff out and be like, okay, for sale.
He was there before Starlin set up, and he was there after Starlin left.
I passed by. He was like cash only. I looked at him like cash only. Get it?
I wanted to know what he was selling.
It wasn't like a handmade sign either. It was like the legit sign thing.
That was professional.
No,
Cash
somebody
only.
had that there. I just left it there. That's all I
He
did.
just left it there. Like, who's there? Nah, yeah, he wasn't the guest last minute addition. We gotta
Hey,
find his.
You know,
You
some
gotta
people
find his
are
name in the
making
book.
women and they don't even make it, like Jay Lee. You know.
Yeah.
So hey, I had a stuff for those guys, didn't I not?
We got
I
Skulder
did.
Comics. What's up?
What's up,
Puff
Skulder?
Comics. What's going on,
What's up,
Puff
Puff?
Comics?
Hey,
83?
Sean. Hi, buddy.
Hey, Puff was there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. If you guys have been in the we're at the show, you are more than welcome to stop by the live stream. You know, everybody's coming in, showing everything off what they can. Yeah, the comics.
Awesome.
Naman has like 37 copies of that book now.
I got about eight.
You're gonna be seeing
that's
Comic
it.
Bookworm on eBay
But
selling nothing but C3 comics.
I'll be
Cash
giving
only.
them
Cash
away.
only.
That's only
Cash only.
No
PayPal,
return.
friends and family.
That's it.
Unless you have cash.
Or
Unless you have
sales
cash.
final.
Put it in
Cash
an
only.
envelope, mail it out to Virginia. It'll get there.
Hey, Easy, can I show my page finally? Everybody show their covers except
I haven't
mine.
showed my page. You can show your page. You can show your page off. It's out there now.
Yeah, okay.
You got to
This is-
find your
this
page,
is
man.
Page right. I think this is the easy page right there. Right?
What the one the one with the hammer?
Yeah, one note there.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
note there.
That's my page. I did that one.
Yeah.
You
I
did.
finally get to show mine. Here's mine.
So you did the Adam Warlock.
Yeah, a cock block easy from Adam Warlock.
Well,
so.
I wasn't actually going with Adam Warlock. I was never planning to do Adam Warlock, but when he said Adam Warlock, I'm like, how dare he take Adam Warlock? That the nerve of that guy.
So I had to
But
explain.
then, but you know, that was the first moment I learned that Comic Bookworm does what he does, and no one could stop him. You know what I'm saying? So,
Right. I got first-hand experience of that notion. So.
yeah, exactly right. Wow.
Thanks for putting up with me, Roger. I appreciate you. Love you, son.
You know,
Roger,
somebody had to take the hit, you know.
Roger.
So
Yeah.
You know how
Uh,
CJ and
just
I are
kidding.
a couple?
we had a great time. Just kidding, man.
You know how CJ and I are a couple?
Yes, your best friend. Get it right.
And me and Roger is a couple too. And we established that I'm the middle, and CJ and Metarog is two extremes. So
Yeah. Awesome. Strategic cock blockery.
Facts. Got to be quicker, Izzy.
Actually, I wasn't going for it. I was not trying to go for Adam Warlock. My original pick was going to be Wolverine. So I claimed Wolverine. I was trying to work something out and I couldn't figure something out. I didn't want to do something like a ribbon or something like that.
Right.
I wanted to do something that felt like this character has been affected by cancer. And then I was watching Thor Love and Thunder, and that's when it hit me. I was like, oh duh. You know what I mean? Jane Foster. So I ended up doing Jane Foster. Oh, we got two guys that just showed up here. We got Geek Out with Roscoe. He's traveling back. He's actually driving to Florida now. He might stop by for a second. Look at, and it's someone just stopped by right now. Our boy Couple Comics is in the house. Will. Right. Also, Digger Jim, man. Speaking of Digger Jim. Speaking of Digger Jim.
Record. Okay. Oh my gosh. Amazing Spider-Man 252 for $6. Oh wait, it's a reprint.
Disappointed. Oh.
You got to see his video to get reference for that.
Yeah, you gotta see you gotta know what we're talking about. But he reenacted the scene for us.
Digger Jim figures things out. That's all I can say.
Oh man, that was fun, man. All right, so let's see.
I'm gonna
Let's
show
go.
Extra Dracula is here, so I'm going to show Extra Dracula art.
What you got? So, oh yeah, Brian LCS. We got Brian LCS. While you're busy doing that, we got a little message.
That's a wrap for me at Heroes Con. Definitely need to come check this con out. One of the best cons, just so many community members. Such a great time. Yeah, definitely make plans to be here in 2025. If you are thinking about it, you definitely got to make it. Just crazy good time. So that's what I got for you.
That's Adrian right there. Swamp Thing.
Hashtag, that's the road man. If you don't know, we know.
Yeah.
That's the road.
Pretty darn good there. Pretty darn good.
All right, boys, I'm out of here. Much love. I'll catch you guys later.
Adam, all right, Dad.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Next up, we got our boy Namin. Are you done? You got everything? You did everything?
Yeah, I
Go
did
for the next-
everything.
All right, Nam.
Yeah, shout out your best friend, Worm. Come on.
Come
CJ,
on.
I love you. Go ahead.
Tell CJ he
You
loves
want me to show
you.
CJ stuff? Let me quickly
You just
show
did.
CJ.
You just didn't know it.
All right. I mean, the BLC is a more
There you go.
level CJ than I am, so.
There you go.
Got Angel flying up. There's go CJ.
Here's CJ.
Awesome. All right. And now, first time in the show, but always watching, our man Jason. What's up?
Man, what is going on? Everybody got the hopefully nobody's got the con crud, and hopefully everybody's feeling good and rested from the awesome weekend that we had at the con.
Yeah. Southern Comic Geek. For those of you who don't know Southern Comic Geek, boy came in with a wagon of stuff.
Yeah.
Did you see that? And then I'm not gonna lie to you. When we saw each other in the airport, there's that wagon.
The wagon came in handy because it carried the extra luggage I had back. And so, yeah, it was a great con, fantastic time. I've already had people that were not there texting me and asking me my opinion of the con, which was fantastic in multiple different ways. And it's always good to meet new people or people that I'm new to. Naman, he said, do you have a YouTube channel? I said, yeah, I've done a few videos.
That was hilarious. I think he couldn't see you, Jason. He knew who you were.
It was his glow right here. But I do know one thing about Naman. He could not shut up about CJ. Every time he turned around, he was talking about CJ. And
he loves
every
CJ.
time I did my
That's how
hands
couples
like
are.
this,
You know what I'm saying? They're always fighting, but they can't help but not. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
his best friend. I keep saying it.
That's more of his best friend, man. That's his significant other,
That's
man.
a long life partner right there.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
life partner, man.
It's got to be. It's got to be. Then I was
Like that,
sending
Bob.
messages to Roger, like tell him I love him. No, it wasn't. Tell him my phone died.
It's mutual, you got this here for me, come on.
Oh man.
But no, it was a fantastic time.
There
seeing
goes
him
Vlogs.
live.
What's up, Vlog? We love you, bro.
Hey, Vlogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what you got? You got anything to show off?
Well, I got a bunch of stuff,
When you
signatures.
run the whole truck, you gotta have something.
You gotta have something in there, right?
Well,
You can be like, nah, I didn't get anything. It just,
just
just
hung out.
hauling this wagon out all over the place.
Well, much like I think Roger, had kind of
like
did the
spiders.
haul before the haul type of a deal. I had done much the same thing, and I've been trying to get all that stuff filed and back where it needs to go. But I will show a couple of things here. Probably what I felt like was like the deal as far as art goes is this Guardians of the Galaxy number 11 page by Jim Valentino.
Valentino,
Wow.
nice.
Because Montano was the inker, I guess it had kind of gone unnoticed, but it's got the overlay so that you can get
Yeah.
pretty crackle.
Pretty cool.
And so you got a death of a character on here, and you got Charlie 27 right there. And so, yeah, I mean, it was
The real Guardians.
Yeah, it's
That
amazing.
taser face on there got blasted.
Yeah.
no, that was I can't remember this guy's name. She's calling him Rodney, but obviously he probably had a bat to the bone name or something.
Rodney.
Rodney.
No, Rhodey. It looks like it said Rhodey for a second.
Rhodey, maybe.
No, it has an N in it.
Oh, I saw an H somewhere. I don't know why.
Yeah, and then I got this cover by Britt Booth. This is
That's nice.
Yeah,
it was listed as Bloodshot number 1, but it wasn't. And so it was 4001. No, Fallen World 3. Yeah. So so it's a Rye cover. And, it's pretty standard for Marvel to like cross pollinate covers, and if there's like aliens or whatever they're trying to promote on.
There goes
another-
Mark. He said missing us except me. It's okay, Mark. I still love you, buddy.
But Valiant don't typically do that. So, but yeah, so got a bunch of stuff signed. Still trying to go through it all and figure out how little money I got left.
Right.
But other than that, no.
I know he was busy in the artist act because he was all over the seat. He was not playing. He was pulling that truck like nothing, like going through crowds, like experience, like going through everybody. He was all over the place, man. And it was great to meet you. I wish we had a little more time to talk.
Yeah, so BLC was getting in and out of lines, and it was funny because he comes over. He says, "Hey, Bubs is over in Jusco's line," because he knew I wanted to get Jusco to sign something, which I got that right here. And this is the Holt 24.
Ooh,
yeah.
So I didn't want to stand in Jusco's line, so I went over there. I said, "BLC sent me." He said, "For you to get this signed for me." So Bubs was obedient, and I'd already gotten it signed by Luke.
That's a rarity.
That is so nice. That's
Ralph Macchio, I think did a story in here. Was assistant editor or something. I got him to sign as well.
Nice. Very nice.
That's awesome.
But
I gotta shout out to Bubs. He helped me out. I gave him my spot on the line because I was like I said, running around all over the place. So I gave Bubs my books, and Bubs had books too for Jusco. So so it made sense. And then when I left him, I bumped into DJ. I said, "Hey, Bubs on the line," and saying he got his book done. And then we started hunting you down after he got the book signed. Have you seen him? I got his book done. I was like, "Oh, he's around somewhere." Follow him.
And Bubs was on his best behavior too. I think he needs to just make a habit of bringing his wife every con he goes to.
That's what it was. He had the leash. You got the leash.
Yeah, he was watered down quite a bit in the con.
Really? Wow.
Yeah. And everybody was talking about Nauman and his table that he squatted at. I asked him.
Let's be honest. He took ownership. It wasn't a squad.
Yeah, that was his table. I caught him.
Let me find his name in the book right here. We got to look.
Right. It was in there. I wrote it in there.
Well, the thing about him taking that table was I asked him. I said, "Who are you signing for?" He told me whoever I wanted him to be, he would sign that name. So
Did you get a Stan Lee?
You're probably really more like Stan Lee than Stan.
Did he stand up when he signed it? I am Stan Lee.
Put a cigarette in there.
Well, it's funny because you have these people that don't know whoever the creators are. It happens, and they'll go. I've seen them go up to it and said, "Oh, I just love your work," and they start talking to the handler like they were the actual artist or writer. And so I could just see them going up to Nauman and saying, "Hey, are you Jay Lee? Or are you Stan?"
He's old enough to be part of that artist, Al. The age group that they had there. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's ironic. I think the table that Nauman had stolen, and I use that nicely, but I think that was Jay Lee's table. I was often wondering how often people came up to Nauman and was like, "Hey, can you sign my Jay Lee book, Jay Lee?"
It's funny though. He does look like an older version of Jay Lee, though.
I was just pointing to cash only. So
10 years older, yeah.
Well, and so the reason why Brian LCS Brian says cash only. Brian's familiar with the cash system, especially when he's walking around in his robe. So he, as we were flying out Sunday, he was sending certain pictures. I elected not to join his OnlyFans for now. But that remains to be seen. So we'll see what happens. But great time. Lots of laughs, and already prepping for next year.
Yeah, and we would chilling for breakfast every time we would go to the diner, and we ended up having Rita, and she put what was the deal with the fan? You gotta tell me because that must be a Southern
this
thing.
is the PG version.
Okay.
So I'll let everybody's mind do whatever they want to do. So yes, so he shows up at the booth. We're sitting there talking, and she brings over the checks, and so I had already signed the check, and was watching what Izzy was doing, and Izzy was talking. I know y'all find that hard to believe, but Izzy was just talking. I mean, he was just talking going on, and she comes by, and she has this little portable fan. She puts it in Izzy's face.
Puts it in my face like that.
And she says, "Here, I'm gonna," and she stops and she says, "I was gonna make a joke, but I'm not going to."
Oh.
What do you think she was doing with that? What was that fan doing?
What was it blowing?
Oh, what
Was it
You said
blowing?
it. Hey, sorry. Pass.
So I think
That's
she-
code. That's the code.
Wow.
I think she was had her eye on Izzy. I guess he gave her. Never mind. I was gonna,
Yeah.
He gave her a tip. So
Yeah, I gave her a tip. All right.
so but no,
that's a joke.
yeah. So we Izzy and Comic Viking showed up, and then they
Yeah.
were like, "Hey, we're here," and then but they were over there. We ended up sitting at the
Breakfast
same
wing.
table.
Making win. What's up, TM Nerdy? What man?
But no, it was a great time though.
Yeah, it was fun, man. We had a great time, man. It was awesome. All right, who's up next? Let's get Metarod. Why not?
Hold on,
Metarod!
before- I think
Oh,
Mike
what's
was
up,
here
Navin?
before me, but okay.
Was he?
I just want to ask SCG what.
You're cool.
hold
You
on,
probably
I
got
wanna-
cooler stuff than I did.
Oh, I don't know about that.
What was that?
I know you
that
do,
not-
Roger.
What call you want me to make for
Okay,
you?
Mike. You know, for
Was-
evil Mike, you're like the nicest evil guy I've ever met, by the way. But anyway.
I have to bounce,
Yeah.
but if you guys are still on, I'll jump back on. All right.
Whoa,
Happy
Joe,
DLC.
Joe, whoa, we didn't know that.
Oh,
Mhm,
okay.
mhm.
This
That's
is
what's up.
getting more CJ like.
I know, right? We're not after hours, not this show. What's up,
Not
Nicholas?
yet.
First
Not
of all,
yet, right?
the most incredible thing about is to meet all you guys for the first time on this
Mhm.
line right here.
Amen.
I mean, I've been doing YouTube for 6.5 years, and except for Naman, I had never met any of you personally, and it was just the joy to just see you in real life. It really just, I'm in a high you would not even believe. So,
How natural did it feel? It just everybody came off just like we
yeah,
are. You
like
know, it
we've
was
known
so
each other,
nice.
but
Yeah.
I mean, it's amazing, and thank you, Izzy, for having us on here and doing this. This is a great show.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm real old school, obviously. Look at the gray mustache, right? So
Not as old as Naman, though.
yeah, very close, very close, very close.
No one's very close to Naman.
Very
Let's just be
close.
honest.
So I had a series of comics. My main house is in Florida. I'm living now in Jersey City while my wife is
I'm with
working.
you, Austin.
And I left all the comics that I wanted signed by the creators, unfortunately. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
had to do some digging and to find the things that I wanted for certain creators. So
What's up, Rich? I'll see
Hey,
him next week.
Can we kick out this SCG guy?
here we have Captain America Annual number
Ooh.
6. And I
That
got
is a-
two of my favorite creators of all time, Ron Wilson. They collaborated on this cover, and John Beatty.
Yeah, John Beatty was great.
I talked to him for about half an hour. Of course, he and I know each other because he used to do this drawing stream, and I've been on there with him a few times. So what a joy. He lives at Daytona Beach, But Ron Wilson was also a joy to meet. A huge fan of very underrated artists.
Mhm.
So that was a highlight. And then I'm a big Legion of Superheroes fan. So when I heard that Dan Jurgens was going to be there, I knew which two covers I wanted. The only two Legion covers he's ever did, I do believe.
Mhm.
And they are 321 with this great Dawn Star cover.
Mm.
And you got it signed right there.
Dan has such a great signature, though.
Look at that.
Look
Yeah,
at
he
that
does.
signature. He
It's
really
so
does.
It just sort of flows like,
Yeah.
That's a 10. That's a 10 authenticated signature, right?
I didn't even see him. I don't even know if I knew he
What
was
you mean
there.
you didn't see Dan Jurgens? He had a whole booth area.
he had a
I don't know
Ron
if I saw
Wilson 22 right there.
Goodness.
So, again, met with him, talked to him for a little while. I had met him before, but just a joy of a man to talk to. And then
You got CJ?
the big highlight, unless you're a real old school comic collector, you may not know too much about this man, but Joe Staten has been doing comics since the 60s.
Yeah.
And he's the co-creator of E-Man, Michael Mauser. These may not, come off the top of your head, but as a kid, I loved these comics. So I have, again, this is not my original copy. I bought it there at the dollar table. E-Man number 1, his first appearance. Joe Staten right there. This price tag was $15, but it was these guys were just blowing everything out. So
Yeah,
I
it's
got
amazing. The book that old it's going for $15. Well,
And this-
being market at 15 is amazing.
Yeah, yeah. And this one here is one of my favorite covers. Has like the classic monsters on here. It's the E-Man number 6, and you see Frankenstein. You see Werewolf back there. You see the robot, and Joe Staten signed it up there. So again, just a joy of it. There was nobody on his table at all, not a soul. Which was, for me, I was like, what? So I talked to him for about 5 minutes, and again, I was like probably sweating, because he's such an icon to me. I'll just show a few more because I can go on. I got like 80 comics at the show.
Wow.
Yeah.
You probably had you had this guy's wagon afterwards, didn't you?
Yeah. I got the backpack was full pretty much 3 days. Let me tell you, I don't want to brag, right? But I think I hit every table in that show at least for 10 minutes. I was everywhere. I didn't miss anybody. I wanted to.
Which table? Okay, here's a question. Which table was the best table?
Park Circle Comics.
Really? I thought you were going to say Nauman's.
No.
Well, I mean, that
was at least 50 down the road there, but that was the first table I saw, and I saw $2 comics, and I said, well, maybe you'll find some Copper Age, maybe if you. They had Silver Age, Strange Adventures, Mystery in Space, from 10 centers, 12 centers, and I was like, there's no way these are $2, so I left them there, for, and then the guy said, no, they're $2. So when I went back, they were gone, but I got good stuff anyway. So big Charlton fan, Charlton Premiere. Here, number 3. This has a story with Peacemaker and Blue Beetle in it.
Sweet.
Probably very rarely seen
That's
comic
really cool.
there. And Scary Tales number 16. I'm collecting this title, and I'm only missing, I think, 2 more issues, and I got the whole run. I couldn't believe this was in there. Adventure Comics 330.
That's a great cover. I remember that cover.
Fat
Remember
Boy,
that?
super.
Yeah.
I love that cover.
I mean,
Bounty Boy. Hey, that's my look.
Yeah.
Look, I couldn't believe this was there. Space Adventures. I think this is number 44. 10th center. $2.
Mercury Man.
And in pretty good condition.
I'm a little confused. It's an awesome cover, but what's going on with his legs? Like his body's
It's kinda
going a
bent.
certain way. He's flying, and his legs are like tilted.
Yeah, that's artistic license, Izzy. That's,
You know what I'm saying?
That's the 50s for you, man. That's the 50s for you. I couldn't find.
That's awesome.
I collect this title, Midnight Tales, which is created by Wayne Howard, and this is number 1.
I love
Really
that.
nice
I love
shape.
that cover.
Yeah, that does look good.
I mean, $2, guys. First table I saw, I was just. you can imagine, my excitement when I saw all these. I had to stack this high, and then I whittled it down a little bit because the first table, I said, I can't blow, $100 in the first table, right?
What? Here we got the Legion in the house.
Mark,
Mark, what's up, man?
All right, just a couple more, and then I'll get off here.
Chilling.
Reptilicosaurus, another 10-cent Charlton.
Never seen that.
Nice.
I mean, guys, I could have picked up easily 200 comics there. How about this? ACG, Forbidden World, number 143.
Ooh,
that's good. I like that.
I mean, 12
$2.
cent ACG for $2. Come on. You're not leaving that there, How about this one? Here's Harvey, the Fly, number.
Yeah.
Fly.
I think it's number
16?
like the 20s.
You can't blow 200 at the first table easily.
I could have,
Yeah.
but I didn't.
I know I did.
I'm thinking if this is the first table, there's even better stuff. But no, this was the best overall.
Yeah.
But look who signed this at some point.
It's very. I see it on the L. It's kind of hard to determine.
Roger.
Some kid named Ben.
Some guy named Roger.
Oh, perfect.
Not me, but some other Roger. Okay.
I hope it was actually yours when you were a kid and you just refound it or something.
Imagine.
Don't I wish, Mark? Don't
I found my
wish?
book.
All right, last one, then I'll get out of here.
You thief.
Huge Metal
Roger
Man
just
fan.
showed the dealer his ID and threatened to report him if he didn't give it back.
Here's my
Feels like I'm
receipt.
filming one of these shows where we're trying to find lost treasures.
Metal Man number 9.
nice. Roger, nice.
I have this issue. Nauman knows I have the whole collection, but mine is pretty beat
I
up.
want your beat up one, Roger.
Okay, I'll send it your way. Again, I have about 80 more comments, but I'm not going to take up too much time because there's too many good guys here to show their stuff, and I want to see what they got too.
Who are you talking about?
Park City.
Yeah. All right. Meteorot, that was awesome, Roger. Let's go with our next guy, our boy, Evil.
Evil Mike.
I didn't get a lot, but I got some.
How's Trev doing, man?
Trev's doing good. And by the way, I'm still here. I'm still here in
Mike,
North
you can answer
Carolina.
that question 1,000 times.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm still here. And I had rented another hotel for this day, but I'm going to a baseball game later, and I'm doing some shit while I'm here.
Yeah.
No, so I got I was introduced. He was new to me. I didn't know him. It was through Nauman, but Siren. And I need you to send me his IG because I don't have it, Nauman. I sent you damn it. Okay, but I picked up his 2 books, Beeswax, and I got him to remark it and sign it, specifically so I could review on the channel and stuff. But since he had the books, I was like, hell yeah, let me get those. And he remarked both. Like he put, I don't know who the characters are, but he went ahead and put like 2 different characters on there, and he said this guy's like everybody's favorite. But I was like, I'll get those. But then, because most of my con stuff was done like that Friday, and then most Saturday and Sunday was trying to get Trev stuff. And then some of my guys didn't show, and I missed Justin. I had a book for Justin, didn't get that signed. I had a book for Daniel, didn't get them. Daniel was crazy.
Yeah, Daniel was like they did the ticketing system on Saturday morning, and by like the moment the con was open, the tickets were gone. And it was I went to the table like at 10:30. I went to the table at 10:30. He was like, they're gone. I was like,
how's Trev?
What just happened?
Trev is fine. I dropped him off at the airport, and he got on and everything. But I haven't heard. I mean, it's a 3-hour flight, so I haven't heard from him yet. But
yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's going to be out of it because that's what caused him to activate. You know what happened was the flight.
Yeah,
it was like
that's true again in 5 more minutes. Don't worry.
Yeah, that's kind of what the con was, and Will that was Will.
I apologize for the times I asked.
Nah,
I'm just
I mean, it would have been a worse situation if he was here by himself.
Weird if no one wondered.
All right, so I got a big one knocked off my book. I love Rodney Barnes, Philadelphia. I mean, Rodney Barnes. I mean, he's just big in TV and comics. I mean,
he's just
a lot
cool
of people don't.
too. That guy's chill.
Yeah, he is. He's a great guy. I mean, he's so nice to talk to, and he's so welcoming, and like the fact that he knew my name, I was like, hell yeah, you know, that was pretty cool. But getting a sign from him was like a big thing for me.
So DVH is asking, was Trev sick or hungover?
No, Trev has
a mixture of things.
Yes, Trev has something that he was born with, that he's had something his whole life, but it hasn't activated in a long time. And this is something he's had to deal with for a long time. But like supposedly the plane ride kind of brought it out. He hadn't flown on a plane in a while, so it wasn't something he was expecting. But like it did pretty much put him down for the first. Yeah, I mean, he didn't even show up to the hotel that night because he literally had to go to the hospital off of the plane. And he went straight to the ER, and he stayed in the ER until about 10:30ish when we were at the restaurant or whatever.
Crazy.
And then the whole rest of the weekend, everybody knows he was out. You know, I literally had to take some people back to the room just to meet him because I didn't think he was going to make it to the con, and I'm glad he did. He got to go to the con for like, what was it, an hour and a half?
How is he now?
He was okay when I dropped him off. I mean, he had to do all the walking and stuff, and it was it was like 2 blocks to get to the bus, and then once we got to the airport, you know how airports are, they're huge.
Yeah. I like how you said it's like you had to take people to the room as if he was like in a hospital bed. It's like, okay, guys, only two people at a time. Only 2 people at a time. Like
it was kind of like that, you know. I went and took because I was so worried he wouldn't get to meet anybody because, like other people had mentioned, that was my main goal for this trip was to meet everybody. I didn't care. I've been to many cons. Most of these people I've already met before. Like that's like Daniel Warren Johnson. I met him before he was big. Scotty, I met him before he was big. Jang, met him before he was big. I got a full-fledged sketch from Jang before he was big. No, but meeting all the YouTubers. I've never met a single YouTuber, so this was the first time I've met anybody, and getting to meet like everybody in one thing. It was so awesome. But not only that, but the con was just an amazing con. It is what everybody says. It's like, if not the best con, one of the best. But in my experience, it was really good. But okay, so back to this, and enough about Trev. But as far as I know, Trev is okay. I haven't heard from
back to him.
I haven't heard from yet, but all right. So I went to Chrissy Zulo and I got her signature, and I love her signature. She has this little like kind of dotty thing. No, but she was really cool, and I got to talk to her, and then Frism was a big one. I went to Frism like 3 times because Trev had 5 books, so I went like twice for him, and then I took mine after that. I got those 2 signed. I'm kind of in a weird space. That's what it's.
Yeah,
like
the
a
lighting.
Yeah.
Jimmy G comic guy, what's up?
What's up, Jimmy G? Whoa! All right, my big one was Doug Wagner and Doug Dabbs. I'm a huge Doug Wagner fan. If anybody knows my channel, vinyl, plush, plastic, all that shit. I'm trying to get this in focus.
Yeah, that light is bright, man.
Yeah, it's right there. I got a remark from Doug Dabbs, and then I also got like Wagner to Science, the writer and artist of Click Click Boom.
Cool.
And then all plastic and vinyl. I got Wagner to sign, but I had like, I think, an hour conversation with Wagner, and that was Marcus was like, "This dude's famous." Wagner was calling my name out on the con floor. Evil's Comics, No, but getting to meet Wagner was like my big thing. He doesn't come on that side of the U.S., so this was like either this or like New York or something like that was the only way I could meet him. So him being here was pretty cool. And the only other person I really wanted to meet was Jay Lee, and he didn't show. So I had Naman instead, which was phenomenal.
You had Naman instead.
It's not even,
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's bad.
awesome.
I mean, other than swag and stuff like that, because I got tons of like stickers and stuff. But getting to meet, like Czars, like somebody that came all the way from Australia, or still only 35 cents, Dave. That was
Dave is a
phenomenal.
legend now.
Yeah.
Yes,
Dave is
Dave
like
was. I mean,
coolest
getting
people I've ever met in my life.
getting to chill with Jason, getting to chill with Dave, getting to chill with meeting Matt, getting to chill with DJ, and then the whole Illuminati, and that was like a special occasion. Yeah, it did. Hey, okay, so I didn't even tell you this, Mark. I stayed up with Drag till 4 a.m, right?
Wow.
And I was all like, all right, I was like, it's time to go home. I was like, where the fuck are you staying? Because we still had. He said he stayed in the courtyard, but that changed, and I kept getting the same answer. He was like, I'm fucking actual Dracula. I stay everywhere. I was like, no, dude, where's your hotel?
Notice how he was like, it had not sunk in at all until it was the moment for us all to get up, and then all of a sudden the dude was. You couldn't leave him alone. That was reckless. Like someone's gonna go to jail if we leave this man alone for a record.
Well, that was Pocan Joe too. We were hanging out, right? So
This was
we hanging out.
different-
Yeah, but we were hanging with Pocan Joe, and Pocan Joe's like, "Yeah, we're gonna go crash." And
That sounds about right.
right. And then Pocan Joe, I'm just gonna go here. I'm like, okay, I'm out. So
That was, I kind of, Naman got mad at me because I was supposed to go to dinner with Naman, and I went with Pocan because he was just closer, Naman. I'm sorry. And I was already en route too. No, but I got, getting to have like a private dinner with Pocan Joe, that was pretty cool. And then we had Matt Kent in the same restaurant as us. So both of us were like, is that Matt Kent? I don't know. Let's pull up his Google page. Oh, it is. Shit.
that's how it was too. All right. All right, Mike, you got anything else before I move on?
Man, swag stories.
All right. Let's go with Couple Comics. What's up,
Will?
Will? Good
What's
evening.
up? Hey, how's Trev doing?
Boy, still sick.
I think that's going to be a thing now. I think we should make that a thing. It's like, how's Trev? Just every time.
No, there was some behind the scenes stuff, like with Caroline rallying the troops. Rob having to tell me that Caroline was trying to figure out what was going on. I was like, damn.
Caroline was trying to get Riley your troops too.
Yeah, that too. Yeah.
Anyway, what did I get?
So these. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I got these from the Comics Curing Cancer booth. So I got me some Wally World packs.
And hey, he didn't even have to barter. He didn't even want those.
He knocked them down to $1 a piece, and I gave him $5. I was like,
Yeah.
"Stop talking."
Yo, I got to witness Mark bargaining for a $5 comic book, guys.
Well, I did. Cuppy's like, these are
Bargaining
cool.
for a
Like,
free
buy
book.
them. He's like, I don't need them. Like, bro, they're $2 a piece. He's like, yeah, but I don't need them. I said, give me $5 and take them.
You told me give you $1 a piece, and I was like, "Here's 5."
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah. See, you got you. I even gave you the opportunity to haggle me. Look at that.
Oh man.
It was a good time. All right, what did we get? So we got these. I'm sure people showed them off already, but we got that Sonic exclusive.
Hell yeah.
Right. We got the book here. We unlocked the secret variant.
Yes, you
and
did.
then I went over to Dan's booth, Dan Needlinger, and I went and got me one of these.
Holy
shit. Nice.
So that's
real nice.
That's done by one of the artists in the book. So yeah. So and then we bought some run fillers. I'm gonna save some of the bigger books for later, but we got a Spider-Woman cover. I think this was $1. This is a spectacular Spider-Man cover. Price was free.
Price was free?
I found it in the bin, and I was like, "Hey, I think you mislabeled this." And he goes, "No." He's like, "I have a few free books in there," and I was like, "Cool,
nice.
I will take
That's
it."
making some deals.
Can't beat the price there.
You know what I'm saying? Also,
yeah,
we got Flash by Night. He's getting in right now. So DJ in the house.
Flash. Oh. All right, so then we went to the Heroes Initiative. Scott Koblish was there, and I was there with Roscoe, and Roscoe's like talking to him, and I walked up, and I'm like, "Hey, man, what's up?" And then we both start talking to him. So Roscoe walks away, and I'm still talking to Scott, and I'm like, "Hey, Scott, what's that for?" And he's like, "Oh, I'm doing it for the table." And I'm like, "Are you doing it for anybody in particular?" And he's like, "No." I was like, "Can you do that for me?" So at that point, it was mostly just pencils, and he was like, "Yeah." He was like, "It's yours for a donation." So then he had started talking about what he normally charges, like $150, $200, whatever. And I break out my wallet and I pull out a $50, and he goes, "That's enough." And I drop it in the bucket, and he finished coloring it and adding the shadows.
That is
Whoa.
Nice.
That is
Yeah.
unheard of for that, man. Come on.
Roscoe is over by the side with his dad. He walks up and he's like, "Oh man, that's so awesome." He's like, "Who are you doing that for?" And Scott's like, him.
Kicked out.
and then Roscoe's like, "You bastard, I was gonna ask if I could buy that." So
cool.
You slow, you blow.
Yeah, man.
You up?
What else?
Yeah,
I
so-
picked up a few 50 centers, and these were also from the Comics Curing Cancer booth. So we got White #1.
That was in there?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Didn't see that one.
This is like a $10, $15 book.
Yeah.
We got Outcast #1.
Mm-hmm.
We got that Glow in the Dark Ghost Rider #15.
Yeah, nice.
Ooh.
This
The
one.
gold cover.
What else? We got What's the Furthest Place from Here? DJ Link swears by this book. So.
New Jersey.
I can attest to that.
Yeah, right. Jersey.
3 variant covers of Briar. Why I needed so many, I don't know. But one of them's a Merca.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what else? We got The Closet.
Mm-hmm.
These were all 50 cents. We got Grant Morrison and Dan Moore on Klaus #1.
Mm.
So, and then we got Ronin Island #1. Those were all in the box for 50 cents. We picked up this Bloodsport book. Tag says 8. I think I paid like $4 for it or whatever.
Yeah, first appearance.
First appearance, yep.
So we got that guy. And yeah, that's I can stop there. That's a nice. Actually, I'll show you one more book. I'll show you two more books I picked up. They were my last purchases of the con.
Apparently, Durs is still streaming on his channel and it's not stopping. Get those watch hours, baby. Get those watch hours while you're at it.
All right, these them. Oh, I won. You know what? I'll show you this guy because I won this. I went to the CGC booth, pulled 10. So they gave me a slab.
Seems like you always win a book over there.
Yeah, Adventure Man.
Dots and cover.
Congratulations on the pin.
Yeah. It's a nice pin. It's a very
You got
nice
a nice pin for sure.
Got a nice pin.
It wasn't shiny enough, but let's see if I can find this one book I'm searching for. And I literally just got in, guys. Like when I jumped on the show, I was home for maybe 20 minutes. So it was quite the ride from I stopped in Virginia.
Well, hey guys, I have to go back and I have to edit my own videos. So
Yeah, I gotta get going. Too. I
Hi,
gotta
Naman.
I gotta
Hi, Roger.
I gotta make some dinner for the wife. So
Hey,
Thank you, guys.
Bye, Roger.
Bye.
Bill, Flash.
Thanks for stopping by, guys.
Bye,
Anytime.
Roger.
Bye, guys.
Where is this book?
Okay.
Well, I can't find the book at the moment, so you can.
So Will and I were hanging out quite a bit over like for dinner and stuff like that. We went to what was the name of that bar again that we went to that night? We went twice actually. Mortimer's. We went to Mortimer's, and we ended up hanging out. Pocan Joe, Comic Viking. The second night we brought Will with us, Vlogs with us. Yeah, Vlogs was like, yo, what you want to drink? He's like, okay. And he's like, no, man. He's like, no, don't worry about it. Just get a drink. Don't worry. So he gets his drink. Then we go in and we were talking about getting e-bikes, like getting the scooters. Remember the scooter?
Yeah.
And he was like, he was like, I can't balance. Like, okay, no worries there. So
no worries.
All right, you got something? You got something there?
I got some more. All right. So we picked up some run fillers of ASM. All sub 300 for this 215 here, 247. I lied when I said all sub 200 because it's 329.
That's a good one. That's a Larson, man. Is that the first Tri-Sentinel? Yeah.
Trice. And then we got ASM 208.
You were at Heroes Con? You didn't stop by.
And then we got an Uncanny 180 just to fill in some
Yeah,
runs.
cool.
And then these were my very last purchases of the con.
Ooh.
X-Men 16 and X-Men 15. So second appearance of the Sentinels here, but Mother Mold is first appearance up in here.
Mm-hmm.
And then this is the first cover. Very vibrant plus. $95 price tag on this one, $75 price tag on this one. Got both for $85.
Cannot beat Heroes Con's prices.
Yeah, those deals were freaking sick, man.
That whole rule, like everything's more at cons, is backwards at Heroes.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rules change.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you have cash.
Yeah, cash is
There's
king.
that many comic vendors too. It's not a competition anymore. It's just they got to compete with each other.
Yeah. All right. Let's go our next guy. Mark, my man. First, before we even start talking, man, from everybody, thank you for doing the Comics Curing Cancer. You, Rob, DJ, you guys did a fantastic job at running the table, getting as much as you can. I don't know. Did you guys get a final number of how much you guys did?
We're gonna group up and do all that, and we'll talk about it probably toward the end of the week.
Awesome, man. But
Rob
seriously,
and DJ are traveling today, and like Will said, everyone's just getting home.
Yeah, and Pops too, man. Love meeting Pops. That was awesome.
Pops is all right, ain't he?
Yeah. All right, what you got going on? I know you were mostly in the table for most of the time, but you did grab some stuff here and there, did you?
I stepped away from the table here and there and took care of business when I did. One of the first things I did, literally one of the first things I did on Friday doing my morning stream is I picked up a big book on there.
Mm-hmm.
But before any of that even started, I started out winning because I met up with Izzy like first thing, and he had like a whole giveaway pack for me from the channel here, and it included that.
Ooh.
Didn't you say it's the first Midnight Suns, Izzy?
That's the Midnight Suns. Yep, that's the first Midnight Suns.
Well, y'all know
85.
I love me some Ghost Rider, so that was cool. Good way to just start the tradition of carrying too much shit around.
But you also got something to go with it to carry it with.
Well, I was gonna say carrying stuff around has never been more convenient because he brought me one of these. And like I'm one of those people, I'm like, why do I need any of this stuff? Comic capsules, comic shells. Like I got a book bag and I don't intend on overfilling it before I promote it. You know what I'm saying? I hate carrying stuff, period. But this made it so awesome and easy. Like where the what are the other ones called? Store folios. Like I never understood the use of one of those either, unless you're like traveling. I know some people like to take them with them to their LCS, but that's just dumb. But like if you're putting them in a book bag and having to move a lot, it's good to hold them like tight if it's full, you know. But this folds out and you can just hold it in one hand when it does, and that made very good use because one of the times I stepped away from the table was with Izzy, and it was a blast. Me and him were just beelining to Howard Chaykin and Dan Jurgens. It was, I think, what was it? The third time I tried to get to Jurgen.
Yeah, because Jurgen was always having a line, not the same extent as Claremont, but then he would always have to step away or something like that. So it was challenging. But Jurgen had a line. He was by the CGC booth. He was near CGC, so it was easy to get that happen, get it. Yeah.
And I've been wanting to meet Howard Chaykin for the longest time. Such an actual wildly cool badass, and get over there, and he exceeds all expectations by not giving a damn about the comics that we brought, but wanting to talk about what is he? He says
ice cream. Ice cream, and then he was talking about the parlor that's in Jersey that I have to go to now.
Yeah, now Izzy has a date with Howard Chaykin to go eat artesian ice cream that makes all other ice cream taste like simply cold milk. I'm like, this guy does not disappoint.
So we're making that happen this Saturday. I'll make sure I get some film of that.
And one of the coolest things, and I was very happy to have to carry this one around, was this custom cover of Redcoat #1. So with
this is the first time you right? This is the first time.
Yeah, I did. It was all in my stuff, but I love me some Ghost Machine, and when I won that thing from Izzy, it had a blank that you could get Izzy to draw on it for Rat City, and I didn't ask, but Izzy goes, I know you're not the Spawn guy. I've got a red coat and a Ghost Machine if you want, and he just willingly just did that instead, which is just amazing.
So I actually, a lot of times when I do some of these books, I try to get like someone that I want to model after. And I was telling Mark, Mark, who do you think it looks like? And stuff like that. He wasn't sure, but I said, I modeled it after somebody. So I figured the best person to model Redcoat was Triple H when he first started as Hunter Hearst Helmsley.
The Blue Bloods.
The Blue Bloods. You remember those guys?
Yes, sir. Him and William Regal.
Yep, the Blue Bloods. Yeah. And what was the other guy? There was a third guy. I can't remember his name too. Yeah, another British wrestler.
Oh, now I see it with the little thing in his hair
too.
Yes, exactly, with the Blue Bloods.
Yes.
I don't remember a third guy. I have to go back and watch.
There was a third guy. He had short hair though, but also British. He was also British. Triple H was the only one of them that was actually American.
Yeah, Dave, I see that guy, the Greek dude. He's there. He's been there this is his third year there, right? And that's his PC. And he's read every book one time, put him in fullbacks with Mylar, and it's the highest grade collection that I've ever seen in my life, bar none. Bar none. I forget his name. I'm tired. I did all 4 days and got up this morning and went to work, and now I'm just tired. But I too, much like Cuppy over there,
Dave Taylor. Yep, that's the guy, Dave Taylor.
Comic Vet asked me to go do the CGC pool with him, the little mystery bag pin pool, and went over there, and we both reached in and pulled one out, and he got a 9.9. And
Look at
of course,
that.
keeping the streak alive. You know, I got a 10 on the first pull for the second year in a row. And they're all excited. They handed me my bag with my stuff and my slab. And I pulled the slab out. And before I even flipped over to look at it, they said, can we take a picture of you with the slab and post it to our social medias? I'm like, sure. Like, all right, let's see it. And I flipped the slab over, and it's some random, like, late 90s X-Men book, maybe early 2000s, with Gambit on it, signed, and I don't even care who by. It was an 8.0. And I told them, you're effing kidding, right? Last year, I got an Alex Ross 9.8 slab. You're going to hand me an 8.0. I don't even care. It's not Stan Lee. I noticed that, you know, and I don't care. I said, you're kidding, right? This ain't going to work. And they're like, what happened? I'm like, you're going to want to post an 8.0 on your social media for the first post of the day with me. And she's like, I'll trade it out. So
you did them a favor. They don't know it yet.
He haggles what he wants. I love it.
We were at the booth for a minute, and I was already just like messing with them, just being me. So they already had the vibe. They're like, oh, I get it. They're like, oh. So they went and just swapped it out. And this is perfect because they gave me a 9.8 X-Men Origins #2, the Brian Hitch variant.
Ooh.
Now love me some Brian Hitch. That'll do.
Yeah, I remember
love
that
me some
one.
X-Men Origins. That's a great series. So Cuppy, the difference was I think he got him at the end of the show. I hit him on a Friday morning, I think it was. That was really cool.
Awesome,
and this was fun. This was
hilarious, dude. He's straight up saying, "What do you mean? Nobody's buying it. You know nobody's gonna buy it. I'll give you $3."
I'm standing behind the C3 booth. Izzy and the guys are standing at the booth across from us and down, just on the corner of their huge booth, looking at all these blanks. They're all $5. Pick any one you want, $5. And Izzy's like showing me some. He found a kick-ass one, but it was the second kick-ass, not the Dave from volume or from the first series. And they're going, then they finally see this. I'm like, that's the one. I want that. And I'm like, all right. And I give Izzy walks over, he grabs my $5. He goes back. And then Nick, in that small little gap, he holds up a stack. He goes, you only want one? I said, wait a minute, I'm not paying $5 for that. So I'm haggling from across the booth. I'm like, no, I'm not paying $5. They got a bunch of them. I'm like, hold on. So I walk over there and I tell the guy, hey, man, I'm not paying $5 for that, my dude. There's a stack of them. There ain't nobody buying Jupiter's Legacy but me. Look, you got to do better than that. He goes, well, what do you want to pay then? I'm like, let me see how many ones I got. And I didn't even bring ones to the con, but I just happened to have 3 in my pocket from just like going out to eat. I'm like, man, you only do $3. He goes, give me the $3. And then he looks to it. He took the money. He looks directly at Izzy, Nick, and everyone else. He goes, but they're $5.
That's right.
Don't you get any ideas?
Yeah.
He's like, don't you start doing it to me. Yo, just to look at my face, like, dude, he just.
But while I'm sitting here haggling this dude for this $3, Izzy's like quietly like trying to.
Yeah, I'm literally had the $5.
I go, what's that? And Izzy called on to me. He's like, okay. So he put my money back in his pocket. That was so hilarious.
I was just because I had the 5 in my hand, so he could have seen it. So it's not to say he didn't have the 5. So I'm literally just going, I know what he's doing right now. So
Izzy called him super quick. It was funny.
Oh my goodness, that was definitely a highlight. That and the ice cream, of course.
I'm like, oh hell no! I saw you had more than 2. I'm like, I'll pay $5 for that.
Oh man, that was great, man. Awesome.
Y'all saw this on my stream Friday morning. When I was streaming, I didn't even set out to get it right then and there, but it was on the short list of the 2 books I wanted.
Sorry, we are haggling. Nice.
Yeah, Austin, you're the man on me.
What did you get that for? Like $10?
No, 5 even.
5 even. Oh man. So you got 2 Ghost Riders booked over the weekend. I just caught that now.
Yeah, because I won yours. Your giveaway was on brand. It had Ghost Rider, it had Ghost Machine. It was just
and it was meant for you, dude. It was totally meant for you. It wasn't that
it was timed perfectly to get the comic shell at the con and everything. And, and then for you to walk around with me and hold the comic shell while I was getting books in and out of it at one point.
Yeah,
And
because
we're
when
there.
we got there on Thursday, the show didn't open until so Mark was doing the walk around before the show, and I just happened to show up. And I was like, "Dude, I got something for you."
You know, I
And
even haggled passes. We got those extra. So I was John Jang's +1 and +2. He had me passes at the gate, and I got like 2 extra ones of those, and then extra vendor ones. They're kind of like fast and loose, obviously. They always are at any con. When we signed up for the booth, it's a specific amount of vendor passes that come with it. But when you go there to sign in, they got like, oh, Phil's like, how many wristbands y'all need? And there's like a half a second pause by the collective, so I just gave them a fallacious number and got it. They didn't say how many we signed up for, said how many we need, and at that time, that's how many I needed. But Friday, I actually was streaming, and I walked up to a guy, and I saw one in like a 1.5 or 1.8, and for me, like low grading, like complete and readable is my only requirement for books. If I can flip through it and it's all there and you can read the whole story, that's it. I don't care about the grade after that. And the guy wanted a crazy number for it. He had like 700 or 800 or something like that on it. It was just too high. So I asked him what the real number was, and he was only willing to like go down to 500 for it. I'm like, that's not right.
Not yet. We didn't talk about that yet. So.
And I kept walking. And then like a couple booths down, I talked to this guy and looked at Jack Kirby's first published work and all kinds of other cool pieces and was like fangirling out on him. Then saw he had this one and talked to him and got it down to 5 and is happy to pay it. It presents super well. It's a 2 point. I mean, look how good that
looks good. Looks really good.
It's complete. It's all there. I mean, the back even looks good. I mean, that's great, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's got a
great meeting you, Pops.
That's what really killed the grade is just that.
It almost looks like it's a cuss word now.
Yeah, but that right there.
It's like it's blank in the
right there made this book so dramatically cheaper, and it was very, very great. I'm super
I'll take
excited.
it.
This completes the Ghost Rider run all the way up until last week's issue.
Sweet,
nice.
Good stuff.
So let's get to our next guy here because we're gonna be talking about some more stuff here. So thanks, Mark, for showing that off, and again, thanks for everything with where that came from.
I got some stuff a lot of people didn't see too. I just Metarog's gone, but I like me some Charlton too. First question.
Yeah, the questions.
Take that up while I was there.
Yeah,
and more stuff I'll show it later. There's other people waiting. Go ahead.
So we got our next guy up is Flash by Night, TJ.
How are we doing?
We're doing, man. How you doing?
I am okay. I didn't do 4 days at the con. I did do 1 day at the con, and by the time I came back, I ironed, went to bed, and it was time to go to work again. I'm like, what in the world is this? But the con itself, magnifique. The community members, they reminded me of Coach Denny Green. I don't know if you remember him. Had the famous saying, "They are who we thought they were." they are who we thought they were.
Except for one thing, everybody thought people were taller or shorter.
Yeah,
that was it.
I will say that. In fact, Cuppy caught me off guard. Cuppy's like what 6'1", 6'2"?
6 feet and change.
Gotcha. All right, so Cuppy caught me off guard because I hadn't met him before. Everybody else I've seen Izzy before. I haven't seen Izzy before.
Nah, I don't. I can't remember that.
No, but I kind of expect most people to be a little shorter. That's how it's kind of shaken out for most of my interactions, except for Cuppy and BLC. This is my second time meeting BLC. When I met BLC the first time, he was taller than I expected. But yeah,
for me it was Mike. It was Evil Mike. I didn't expect Evil Mike to be the height he was. I expected him to be taller. That was it.
But but like all the community interactions were great. I tell you, Mark has this amazing bear hug. Every hug is great. You know, you get your little hug, bring it in. Great to see you. Mark's gonna put a little oomph behind it. So just be.
And I like to nestle. I like to nestle my nose like right at the base of your neck on your shoulder, just right there when I hug you. Yes, sir. I missed you, man. You didn't make it last year.
Right. And I'm hoping to make it next. I'm going to take
5'9". He ain't no 5'9". I can tell you right now.
I am
5'9".
I am going to take Chris's advice, the Comic Vets advice, and nestle a few dollars away from now until next year, like every paycheck, to make sure that I don't. In case I want to splurge a little bit more. I told my wife that I'm going to be on the lookout for the Westin. Now that I know the Westin's like the official hotel, I'm gonna make sure I can squeeze into the Westin next year and get started early. Because the one thing I won't say I regret a lot, but I didn't plan well enough to hang out outside of the con with everybody like I wanted to.
Yeah, that would have been great, man.
There's always next year. I'm always available to be the designated driver, walker, whatever, because I'm sure one or two people need that in their life. But as for what I picked up, I didn't pick up. I didn't actually buy much. I came for signatures, and those signatures required me to be in long lines. And by the time I got my last signature of the day, I looked up and it was 5:45. I'm like, where did the day go? But what I did get is, let's see, I got a couple of signatures from David Finch. So
nice.
I got my Moon Knight Bloody Knuckles with David Finch.
Put it right at the knuckle. I like it.
Right. You can tell he signs this book a lot because he knows exactly where to put it.
Yeah, exactly.
And he knows exactly where to put this one.
Oh wow!
There it is,
right over there. Yep.
And this belongs to the Comic Viking. I've got a couple of copies of this one. If I need one, I'll get my other one signed sometime in the future. But that one's going to Alan.
Nice.
Let's see. Next line I stood in. I stood in Sanford Green's lines twice. Because the first time it didn't move, I went around and did some other stuff. I came back, and there was a new line that didn't want to move, but but it moved. It moved fast enough to eventually get Doom.
You got wow, that's a great signature.
Yes.
Wow.
And I also got this copy of Bitterroot signed by Stafford Green, and where is Chuck? Okay, Chuck Brown.
Right underneath it.
Chuck Brown is down here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's Chuck Brown and Stafford Green.
Chuck's awesome, isn't he?
Yes. I stopped to talk to him for a minute. I told him because I hadn't read Bitterroot yet, and so I picked up he had the first trade at his table. So I picked up that trade too. I'm gonna give that a read, or start on it anyway. Let's see. This was just a regular box pickup for, I think it was $3. It ended up being $3. But I just wanted Astro Train on the cover.
That's a good Astro Train.
Which Transformer is that?
Astro Train. He's a Decepticon. He transforms into a train or a space shuttle. There we go.
Yeah, so it's a space shuttle train. He's the one that movie. He was in the movie, right? In the movie where they dumped him off because everybody was too heavy.
Yeah, and then they chose they tried to choose the new leader inside of Astro Train, which is really funny because all right, so Astro Train really isn't that much bigger than the other Decepticons, but like 15 of them fit inside of Astro Train when he transformed.
Didn't Devastator tried to transform with
including
Astro
the
Train.
Constructicons trying to form Devastator in the back of Astro Train, who is not much bigger than an individual Constructicon.
Yeah,
Now,
to see the gynecologist after that.
I don't know what kind of science went into this, or I guess the same kind of science that lets Megatron shrink down whenever he transforms into a gun. So yeah. But yeah, I just wanted the Astro Train cover. And then I picked up 3 more Marvel Transformers books. So I have, what's this? 22?
I have that book thanks to Izzy.
All right. Good job, Izzy. Then I have I've got 32.
Nice.
I
Use
grabbed
the Autobots.
Used but not abused.
I grabbed these on the way out.
You can
in
tell
my little 15 minutes, I was just poking in and out of people's booths to see who has Transformers books, and then 68.
68. Yeah, the older issues are a little harder to come across.
Yes, I think this ran me $8. I think this wasn't bad for like maybe like from the like mid 60s up to 80. They're all like low print run and usually get charged the premium for it.
The hardest one is the Jim Lee cover.
The Jim Lee is that the Galvatron? The X.
It's a lady holding something. I
thought it was a close up of a face.
Yeah, it was like
Galvatron's on the cover.
Yeah.
There's one cover. There was one cover. I think it's like 60. It may be 69 or something like that.
67.
Okay, yeah, with Galvatron on the cover.
Oh, there it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
there's another one. There's actually another one.
Yeah, there are 2 Jim Lee covers. Yeah, I forget what the other one is.
Yeah.
And then I ran into Ralph Macchio, not the Karate Kid Ralph Macchio.
Oh,
but the writer of the first issue of Transformers.
Wow,
I always thought it was Bud Budiansky on like the first 20 or 30 issues or whatever. But no, Ralph Macchio, not the Karate Kid, wrote the first issue of Transformers. And so I have his signature. That's Peter Cullens already. That I got earlier this year, and Jim Shooter up here.
Whoa, you're really racking those signatures on that one, man.
I'm gonna work. I'm holding off slabbing and getting a verification until I get, maybe 1 or 2. If I can get Sienkiewicz maybe, and maybe Frank Welker, I think that would make me a nice little 5-point star.
So I'll tell you this much, so you know, they only certify 2 signatures.
Oh,
they won't do multiples after
well,
that.
as of right now, but by the time you get the signatures, it'll probably
So,
okay. Well, I'll have to give some thought. I have to give some thought into what I'm going to do then. I did not know that.
Send it in to get 2 of them verified and slap.
Send it again.
And send it in again, crack it, and go for the next ones.
That is a wonderful idea. All right, and my last book I'm going to show today is courtesy of President Company, Mr. Izzy vs. NYC.
Hell yeah, dude!
Hooked it up. Hooked it up. Moon Knight and Darkwing Duck. Hooked it up.
So he comes up to me and I'm thinking to myself, I actually thought you were gonna do like a Transformers or something like that. And he comes up, you got Darkwing Duck, and I said, you know what? I just saw a booth that had it. So we ran out over there to the booth, which I actually did pick up a book previously from that guy. And then when you tell me Darkwing Duck, then you said, can you put Moon Knight in it? So I was like, let's do it. So go ahead. I go to a nice little table in concessions. I don't have the luxury of getting a table like Naman does, but I ended up getting a nice little concession stand table. I sat there for like maybe an hour or 2 or something, and I did that one, and I did a Conan. That's the other one I did.
Like, let that sink in to people who are watching this. Izzy drew that while getting off his feet for a minute at the concession area on the con floor. He did that It's just I'm gonna catch my breath and draw a cover real quick.
Also, while raising someone else's kids at the time, because someone else's kids were running amok in the local area, and Izzy kindly, politely told them that that is not how you conduct yourself in public. Something along those lines. That's how I understood it.
There was a kid talking. He looked like Macaulay Culkin, and he's sitting there. He's just like banging the table, and I'm like, "Excuse me, I let you sit here." Because I was there first, right? So I said, I let you sit there. So, we're sorry. And then the other guy who was dressed in a cosplay, every time somebody came in, he was like, "Please don't bang the table. Please, he's drawing here. He's drawing here." So
that's awesome.
So the cosplay dude was helping.
Yeah, the cosplay dude was helping. He had like some giant dragon on his back and stuff like that.
Kind of dressed in all black.
Yeah.
Okay, I saw that guy. He was hanging out with the Predator who had Grogu on his back.
Yes, yeah, Grogu. Yeah, he had like a backpack with Grogu on his back. Yeah. I saw that. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so this is, I think, the prized possession for the weekend.
I'm happy you enjoyed it.
I am very, very happy. And that is it for what I'm showing. I've got a few more things, but I'm going to reserve them for my, I think, two-part. I'm gonna do a two-part recap for myself. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Man, so yeah, with that said, guys, man, that was such a good show, man. I'm not gonna lie.
It was your first time. Cuppy, was that your first time?
Mm-hmm.
No, second time. I was there last year.
Yeah, that's stupid. I fronted you in the line the last year. That's right. Lines are for suckers. Like,
I forgot. I didn't show you my haul. What am I talking about? I did it myself. So let me turn off this green screen. Let me get out of the Izzyverse universe for a second, so you guys can see what I picked up. So I, like most people, I did numerous pickups. So first things first, you got to give love to Heroes Convention. So I got a couple of these babies, which is fun. I always like picking those up. With the bags, I got the VIP bags. People were giving me their VIP bags. They were like, "You want my bag?" I was like, "Yeah, sure, I'll take it." So I took that one. I got the CGC bag, which I thought was awesome. Universal Signature Qualified and Restore. I love this bag. That's cool. So now I could go shopping with my groceries. All that good stuff. The plastic one too. So that's good. I ended up winning. I got a 9.8. But I also got me a 8.5, and let me see. Let me take this off for a second here, so I can show you guys what it has. So they were giving away 2 pins, right? So you had to get a coin, and there was a 5.0 and there was an 8.5, but each one of them were for anniversary. So this 8.5 was for Batman's 85th anniversary, and you can see a little.
Cool. I didn't see that one.
Yeah, and the other one was a 5.0, which was Wolverines.
Oh, Cuppy's got it.
Cuppy, you got it. Okay, let me put you up here for a second. So Cuppy, show that Wolverine one. Look at that one. So
what does it have on it? Is that slash marks?
Yeah, it's got the slash marks, and then it says Wolverine's 50th anniversary.
Dude, that's amazing.
That's what Chris ended up getting both of them.
How many times did he pull?
Well, that's the thing. He did it twice, so he was submitting.
I did it with him one time. He got a 9.9,
and then the other one he got that.
Oh,
so
nice.
So there was that, and then of course I ended up getting the CGC book. And what we ended up doing is that this ended up being like a community book.
Oh,
so we did. So the first person that talking about Chris, first person to do a drawing on this book was Chris the Comic Vet, and we're gonna go right into it. But it was a collaboration piece. So Chris the Comic Vet, he did the pencils while Austin LeMay did the inks, and we ended up getting a nice little Bagley-esque Spider-Man. And as you can see here, there's webbing.
I did not know Chris. Of all the artists in the community, I did not know Chris was amongst them.
Yeah, apparently he is, man. He is. So that's that. And then the other one was actual Dracula. So we're gonna start this off. Every time we do a show, we'll get people to draw on it. But look at actual Dracula's piece that he did.
That is nice.
That's
So,
wicked.
Yeah,
Some tongue action.
But look at the pen work, man. He killed my pen. But
He used a big
it was one pen. He didn't. Yeah, he used one pen for this whole thing. Killed it. So actual Dracula, you owe me a pen. So so he got that. Unfortunately, unlike Mark, I'm not a haggler in the same way, so I actually had to pay $5 for these books. Got me a Berserker that I do plan on using for some future show. I got also a King Spawn, and I picked up a Absolute Power. Now, this was actually given to me by the Comic Viking. I don't know. I'm going blur. Comic Viking gave me this book. He was planning to do it, but then he was done for the night. So he was like, I'm leaving. So he just head out. And then finally, the best blank of all of them, I thought was this one, which is the Rorschach. So
that's awesome.
I just love the way what they did with this one. So those are the blanks I picked up. And then now, as far as the books go, I got this book. Like, I was just walking around and I see somebody with this book. I'm like, can I see that book? And the first thing I saw was the signature on it. I was like, oh, wait a minute, it has a signature. So I ended up getting this one.
Nice.
And it's signed by the one and only George Perez. And no, like everybody else, I did not pay $75 for this baby.
Oh, it's
So
a
look at that.
reprint.
Oh, this is not a reprint. So I got that one, and then shout out to Nick, because we worked out a deal. So the book that we have here, that was on, when was it? Yeah, Friday evening when the show was over. We were at a booth, and I was looking at a book, and I was like, hey, how much is that book? And the book, the tag price was $125. So I was like, hey, can you do 100? So the guy was like, I don't know if I could do 100 because my boss is not here and we got to check it out. I was like,
excuse. Yeah.
Yeah. So one of those.
Are you a man or aren't you a man? That's how you tell him.
Is that one of your Havel lines? Is that
like that? My boss ain't here. You look like the boss, sir.
So Nick was talking to him. He's like, look, well, what if we could do this? Talk to the guy. And then I said, you know what? I'll throw you a sketch at while you're at it. And he's like, you want a sketch? I'm like, just looking at it. Then Nick's like, no, he could do your sketch then. So that next morning, Nick comes up to me. He's like, deal's made. All you gotta do is give him the $100. So I got this for 100.
Wow. Looks high grade.
Nice. It is. And then to top it off with the
Newsy.
Just because they say things about that, but I've been wanting this book.
They do say things about that.
When this book first came out, I was collecting comics. That was the week I didn't go to the shop when this book came out. That's why I always go to your LCS. Whenever you miss it, something like this comes out. So I was only fortunate enough at that time to get the silver second printing that no one cares about because, at that time, no one cared about second printings. So I'm happy that I got that in my collection. I'm going to put a press and then that's going to get slabbed. Then I met my boy Javon and I got my Pharaoh's project signed by Javon Jordan.
That's a cool signature he has.
Yeah, he does has a great signature. He was so cool, man. There was a guy in the show that looked just like him. So I come up to I'm at the Chris Claremont line and I see this guy looks like Javon Jordan, and me and Javon we're friends and stuff. So I go up to him. It's like, Javon, what you got? And it's like he's looking at me like I'm crazy or something. Like I'm like, no. It's like, what you got, Javon? It's like, who's Javon? It's like, oh, and I'm like, you look just like replica, like doppelganger and stuff. So I told Javon, and Javon like, there's another guy looking at me, and then they finally met, and it was like surreal, man. I think
started pointing at each other.
Yeah, and then I think somebody passed out because Back to the Future. If you see yourself, you could pass out. So then, of course, let's go on with the good books here. We got Matt Wilson.
Dude, he was so cool getting to meet him for the first time too.
Yeah, me and Matt, we see each other all the time. Matt was like, because it was the end of the day too. It was Saturday night, and Matt was like, "You tired?" It's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Sit down." So he just let me sit down in his booth, and we actually switched sides where he was on the other end of the booth and I'm there with his girl just sitting there, just relaxing and stuff like that, and just talking.
Just falling asleep in the chair.
Yeah, we just closed the show out there, so that was cool. Matt's a great guy, man. And of course, I got my 2 copies of my books.
And I sent you the video just a little bit ago of what you did at the C3 booth. That's right. Gonna blow up your content, but you have the videos. I had 2 of them. You have those now too.
Yeah. So thanks for saying. I'm gonna put them together though. But I ended up sitting in the booth, and I had the blank reprint of the Gotham by Gaslight Batman, and I just said, you know what, I'm just sit here and just draw. And I just
he's sitting there casually talking smack with all of us, the friends coming and going by, and me specifically. But he's just looking up, just doodling. You look down, and there's like a professional level Batman just sitting there, like, what the hell is happening?
Yeah, that was a fun piece. I love that piece. And then we got the Roscoe piece. So when we were at dinner on Saturday, I was telling Roscoe, I was like, Roscoe, do a character. And he's like, what character? I was like, let's do Dark Claw. So he does Dark Claw, and I said, you know what? You mind if I ink it? So I inked his Dark Claw, and it was the first time he ever got inked on. I'm glad to say I was his first.
That's great.
So with that said, funny. So this was one of my books that I wanted to get. This is a book that I planned on getting on the con. It was, I don't know, I feel like getting some Spider-Man villains or like Spidey characters. And I'm sitting with you, right? A couple comics. We're in Mortimer's, right? We're sitting, and I was saying, I pulled up my list of books that I had, and I said one of the books I want to find is Venom 3. I want to get the first null. So the comic vet, Alan, the comic vet, he says, what, you're looking for a null? He comes up and he comes out of his bag. He says, I got this book, but he has to get it reholder. So I said, what do you want for it? So he gave me a price, and right there we make a deal. And he said, but I got to go for a reholder. And then you see on the other side, you have Pocan's like, that's the deal. Stick to the deal. That's it. You can't change it. It's over. So he ended up getting reholder. So I know someone in the stream was talking about the reholder process. So the reholder process was a little more. It made more sense if you had less books, if that says something, because you had to pay for each book extra rather than put them all in one stack and then you do the shipping. That's really what you're paying, because what you're doing is paying the shipping costs with the one book. So it was like $40 to get it on hand, but they did it. It took a little longer than normal, but we got the Venom 3 right there. So this was slabbed at the show. So this is one of those books, and it was a 9.6. He was worried that it was going to get a lower grade, but it was the original grade, and we kept the original grade. Look at that. So that's cool. At the show, I also made a deal with two other books. This was another one of those books that I wanted to get. I always planned on getting it. I wanted to get some Spider-Verse characters, and this was one of those books that I saw. This book was on the shelf for $80. $80, guys, this book. And I managed to get 2 other books that I'm going to show you right now what they are, if I could get to that part. So I ended up picking up 2 books. Now, you couldn't see those 2 books now because I sent them to CGC. The first one was this one, which is the Avengers Annual, and I got Chris Claremont to sign it, and you see his signature on the top, and right in the middle is Michael Golden. So I sent that one, and you probably could see the book right next to it. The other book was The Secret Wars, and I got Jim Shooter to sign it and John Beatty. And I ended up getting a deal with this book, which is Amazing Spider-Man number 10, first appearance of Spider-Punk, and I got it for $240, those 3 books all together.
Oh,
so that
okay.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
Yes. And then finally, the last book of this bunch here is going to go. This book is going to go out to the monthly giveaway, which I'm going to be doing. And this is another book I picked up. I thought that was a great pickup. I got me Ultimate Fantastic Four 9.4 signed by Adam Kubrick, and it's actually numbered too. So it's 188 of 499, and this is going to go up.
The new label looks so good too.
Yeah,
I like
with
it.
the new label. This is this month's one. This is going to be one of this month's giveaway. So this, I already announced the Wolverine 50 that's signed by Corey Smith. So that, and as well as this is going to be part of the June giveaway, and that's what I got. That's my haul. Oh, I forgot one more thing. I think I showed it to somebody, but I came home because I had to come home on Sunday for Father's Day because my kids and my wife wanted me home for Father's Day, and they gave me a beautiful gift. So they gave me a card, which I'll show you. I'll leave that there. But apparently, I've been Funko'd.
Oh.
So there I am, and the Uziverse is officially a Funko Pop.
You have a gauntlet on your hand?
No, so it's hard to tell, but I got a comic book on one hand and a cheeseburger on the other.
Oh yeah, I see it now. Yeah,
that almost I just want that to be showcase number 4. I'm not sure if that is, but it almost looks like showcase number 4.
So there you have. Oh, you got one too, Cuppy? Let me see, Cuppy.
I got this for Christmas.
Yo, this is the coolest
What
thing,
are you
right?
holding in that one? A comic?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a comic. The other thing's just a sign that says pop.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's a fun one.
So there you have it, guys. That was the show. It was so much fun. Oh, last thing, I forgot to show you this one. I also got Dan Jurgens to sign.
Yeah, yeah. We were together for that one. And then the witness like, hey, can you hang out with me for a while? So Izzy just went back behind the booth and went wandering with the witness over Claremont. And
yeah,
who else was there? JR's on that streak.
Ron Lim was there, but no one knew Ron Lim was there because first of all, he had a mask. He had a mask and no signage.
No signage. He's just sitting there hanging out. And Izzy's like, yep, there's Ron Lim. Yeah, sure is.
Yeah, I think that's the way. That's the way to go. Just be incognito.
Yeah, then the actual fans will find you.
Yeah, but it was kind of hard to figure it out because again, he also had his mask on, so you didn't really know it was Ron Lim unless you know who he looks like.
Ron couldn't make it. His brother had to stand in, and they had to do something.
So, guys,
keep the mask on; it'll work.
That's right, Izzy Pop, baby. So. I love it. I can't wait to. I'm gonna put it somewhere. I haven't figured out where I'm gonna put it though. But that made my day. The Funko Pop. I was like, oh, okay, that was a good reason to come home on Father's Day. So, yeah, and the salve.
Yeah, I got a lot more stuff, but I just had this here.
Got
it signed by Austin, myself, Javon, Remy, DJ, Nick, and Tyler. So. That was cool. It's the little metal one. Getting everyone in the same place at the same time you did that. That was just legendary.
Well, DJ and Rob scored big though this week. So Rob got the Brave and the Bold.
Yep.
And DJ, he scored the big one.
Don't blow up his spot, homie. He just posted the video.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, y'all go watch the video. It's short. It's just
DJ's video you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
He had a camera. He definitely took advantage of that new camera.
There's a lot of people with a lot of content coming. They just gotta recoup, and I got some cool stuff to share too later.
All right, guys, let's wrap this show up. Thank you for all the guys that showed up. Naman, Metarog, Durs. Who else am I missing? I can't remember everybody. Cuppy, Flash, Southern Comic Geek, Legion of Comics, and everybody that showed up, man. Seriously, it was a blast.
Oh, Evil Mike.
Thank you. How's Trev? Oh yeah, big Lion Cat. Thank you all you guys for doing it, man. Anybody has anything they want to plug before we say goodbye?
I'll be on tonight at 10. Part of the Monday night lineup.
Monday night lineup. Right now, Scotty's going off. There is no Roscoe show, so Between the Lines has been postponed because I don't think he could do the show while driving home. So he could try. He could definitely try, but I don't think it's happening. But guys, from the bottom of my heart, I do have to leave you off with one thing.
I think this is it. I think you're about to go home. Okay. Look, thank you.
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 Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I never said thank you.
And you'll never have to. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I guess I'll see you.
See you next time, guys. Later.
Yeah, I saw it.